Hello guys, how are you today? In this video we'll talk about the DXY, about the US dollar index, and we'll talk about the US dollar, and I will show you maybe how to trade the US dollar these days. Please read the disclaimer. It is important for you to understand the risks when trading on financial markets, on Forex, on CFDs, and also if you want our trading signals, to get all our trading signals, you can join our VIP Telegram group by accessing the link posted right below this video. Please guys, follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of content there as well, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. We'll start today by talking here about the DXY, and as you already know, the DXY has printed here, has developed something here like a rising wedge pattern. And also guys, let's take a look here. If we'll use the relative straight index, let's see if the bearish divergence is still valid. No, right now the RSI has jumped above this downtrend line, invalidating for now the potential bearish divergence. And I've told you in my previous analysis live sessions that the bearish divergence is not enough for us to consider maybe going short on the US dollar. So as long as the DXY, the US dollar index, continues to increase, the US dollar could continue to appreciate versus its rivals, guys. Yeah, so that's why the US dollar has appreciated today versus its rivals. And let's take a look on the euro versus the US dollar right now. And as you can see here, the pair has reached a new lower low here today. It has increased as much as 1.1755. It has reached our static support as one weekly support. Actually, it was almost to reach it, 1.1754. But personally, I believe that maybe it will hit this downside target soon. After here, it's yesterday's false breakout with great separation above the weekly pivot point here. One moment guys, so it has registered only a false breakout with great separation above 1.1817. Also it has failed here to retest the falling wedges pattern downside, the downtrend line, the pattern's resistance, so it could drop maybe even towards the downside line of this pattern. Okay, so let's take a look again. And also, first of all, let's take a look and let's use here the relative straight index, only because we had a bullish divergence here, something like this or something like this. So if the RSI maybe drops below it, it could invalidate the bullish divergence and could maybe signal a potential further drop here, guys. Yeah, so the bias is still bearish here on the euro versus the US dollar. The US dollar has increased as the DXY has rallied today. Yeah, so one moment because I want to close here. Okay, so let's take a look again on the DXY. So the DXY has reached, or it was almost to hit, one moment, yeah, it has reached this upside line of this pattern. Also it is traded right above, it's traded at 93.11, far above 93 psychological level, R1 weekly resistance, stabilizing above this broken static resistance. Consolidation here could bring a potential further growth here. So potential further growth registered here by the DXY is really a signal that the US dollar will resume its appreciation versus its rival. So it could continue to appreciate, to grow versus the euro, versus the British pound, and so on. So let's take a look also on the British pound versus the US dollar. And as you can see here, the pair has invalidated this pattern, potential pattern. That's why I will delete it. And right now it has registered a strong sell-off. Right now it's traded at 1.3608. It is located below these levels, support levels, former lows. So here the US dollar versus the British pound versus the US dollar, sorry, it is bearish, it's bearish, and the next downside target is seen here at 1.3566. yeah, and right now we don't have something really good here, only because the bias is bearish. Yeah, and it is too late to sell it from here, guys. Yeah, US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, let's take a look. It continues to move somehow sideways here around this upside line of the up channel, and personally I believe that if the pair will stabilize above 1.2747 R2, consolidation, new higher high could signal potential growth, further growth here, but only if the DXY will continue to increase. US dollar versus the Swiss franc, guys, let's take a look. The US dollar increases right now, rallies. We have a strong positive correlation between the DXY, the US dollar index, and the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, so it has escaped from this range, minor range, and right now it could maybe come back towards the R2, towards the 61.8, after failing here to stabilize right below the 150% Fibonacci line, guys. New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, very quick here. It has escaped from this range here. Still, it could maybe come back to retest 0.6922 before dropping deeper. The next downside target is here at S2, 0.6859. Yeah. Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So this pair has found temporary support maybe here at the lower medium line of the descending pitchfork around the S2, and closing and stabilizing below this confluence area, below these downside targets, below these downside obstacles could really signal a potential further drop, and only stabilizing above these two could signal a rebound, temporary rebound. Let's take a look also on gold, guys. So right now the price of gold plunges, drops like a rock. I will delete this from here. Also, I will delete also this descending pitchfork. And you should know that if the price of gold fails to stay above the medium line, retest could signal potential drop here. And right now the price of gold drops as the DXY has rallied. The US dollar, it has appreciated versus its rival. So you can see here that the DXY is strongly bullish, is pressuring this dynamic resistance, the upside line of this pattern. Making a valid breakout above it could really signal a further growth here, and the further growth here registered by the DXY will really signal that the dollar will appreciate versus the other major currencies, and will signal maybe that the price of gold could drop deeper in the short term. And only a potential false breakout with great separation, test, retest, false breakouts, rejections from here, a bearish pattern here could signal a potential decline here in the short term. But right now we cannot talk about something like this as long as the DXY is strongly bullish, guys. Thank you, guys. And if you want to get all our trading signals, maybe we'll have new buying opportunities on the US dollar soon, you can join our VIP Telegram group, Learn to Trade Go Premium, or by accessing the link posted right below this video, guys. Okay, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, and also here is our website. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you. Bye bye.